Arthur Tress, whose work you don't get to see, but anybody like Ansel Adams who did landscape, or Robert French, Lee Friedland, all these people were very important to me. But above all, the most important man in my life was Mirza Ghalib. Because in my early age, my brother Paul, he narrated one of his couplets. रगों में दौड़ते फिरने के हम नहीं कायल, जो आँख ही से न टपके वो फिर लहू क्या है. I am not bound by the fact that the blood runs through my veins also, unless it drips from here. So that's the intensity I have lived by, and that's what matters to me.
The photographers that you mentioned are most of them Western photographers. Anybody in India inspired you? Because by that time...
No, my brother initially was the one who was setting trends and ideas for. But then, he sort of moved away from that kind of work because he never went out of Delhi, so he wanted to do different things sitting in Delhi. So that was his idea, but initially he was the man who initiated me and inspired a lot of photographers.
For half a century, you have been in the field of photography, where you have seen all the stages in India, like from its infant stage, youth, maturity, and now the technology is used in photographing, even the astronomical photography. So what could be the milestones that you can point out in this long journey?
No, milestones come and disappear with the time, but very few milestones have the ability to stand by themselves in timeless space. So that's what matters. And those are the ones which, where you are an eternal witness, a silent witness to the truth, which can be so magical, and which has silence, which has got, it doesn't have to have a story all the time. It doesn't have to have any kind of drama and commotion. It can be anything. Many of these images are about silence and the experience with the nature.
What challenges did you face in your early stage of career?
No, the challenges are always there. You see, more so now because earlier, technical challenges were there. Now, digital technology, you put your camera on autofocus, auto exposure, everything works flawlessly. But those are not the challenges anymore, those are technical parts. And in any case, over the years, technical challenges don't matter at all. What matters is that each time you have to make yourself available mentally, physically and spiritually in order to connect with the situations to make a difference. So that challenge, because this guy, Raghu Rai, also comes in your own way and your circumstances come, sometimes difficult situations and you think, oh God, how am I going to handle this? So the challenges are the same and they continue to be so. So you have to be free of all these things, in creative process.
You probably must have touched almost all the themes in half a century, from happy moments of the life to the most tragic, highly populated cities to the barren lands. Which one do you prefer to return often and why? And where does your soul reside?
Well, big moments have big action happening all the time. Dramatic moments, violence, political drama that goes on has its own energy and drama about it. And big events do give you quick pictures, but it's the ordinary daily life, the everydayness of daily life that millions of people have to live. And that's where the magic lies, to come out with expressions and energies which relate to them, which talks about them, those ordinary daily lives lived by millions of people. That's the most important aspect of my photography. Of course, this is what you are seeing here is something very specific that I have been doing on Himalayas, but 90% of my work is about that.
You must have seen wide range of lives of people from a very close distance, including spiritual leaders, politicians, celebrities, apart from common man on the streets. Has this helped you in changing the perception about life? How?
Absolutely, absolutely. Every time you connect, you connect means you become vulnerable, you are open to every energy, every feeling, every emotion that is floating around the space. So like meeting a politician like Indira Gandhi was another powerful experience of different kind. When you meet another woman like Mother Teresa, who was like a mother and compassionate and loving woman and who believed in the Lord and His strength, that was another kind of experience. So, these individuals, and especially meeting Mother, was something very important to me. Because as I said earlier, she lived beyond Christianity. Once there was an old Brahmin woman dying in the streets of Calcutta. So sisters went to pick that lady up. She says, "You can't touch me because I'm a Brahmin. You can't touch me unless you are a Brahmin." So they came and told Mother Teresa. Why I'm narrating this story? Because today the context is very important. So Mother came, I was with her. So they told Mother, this old lady is dying, and she says, "I'm Brahmin, nobody else can touch me." So Mother says, "Okay, let's go." So Mother goes, and again Mother talked to her, and she says, "Are you a Brahmin?" Mother says, "I thought to myself, who is a Brahmin? Who is a good Brahmin? Someone who is compassionate and who can do seva to such people." So I said, "Yes, I'm a Brahmin." So she said, "All right, I'll come with you." So these are moments of transformation for me as an individual.
What should be the priority of a photojournalist?
Priority is to connect with the most essential and the truth that is getting revealed in that moment, and not get influenced by the editorial needs of your editors or anybody else, because each situation has something of its own to reveal for itself. And that is the truth of the situation, not what your editors want you to do. So you go there like a clean, honest, tender little child who's ready to receive, learn, experience and capture simultaneously.
This talk is usually in discussion that photojournalists go to a tragic place and they are
bullshit. Listen, if a constable, if a clerk will do their respective jobs honestly, the world will be a different place. I mean, anybody, anywhere. And don't expect a photographer to leave his job and start becoming a social worker. This is not how life runs. Yes, unless he's the only one, the photographer, who's there, and somebody is dying and he's the only one can save the life, yes. But otherwise, none of this nonsense.
What has been your concern all these years of your photographic journey? And like you have clicked various themes, various subjects, like various people, but there must be some driving force in you.
Driving force is life, ever changing, nature ever changing. It's never the same again anywhere. And that's the driving force. It's so challenging, that you stand here outside, and if you keep observing and watching and connecting, you see everything is changing all the time. It's very challenging because it has got so much more to offer.
How much importance you give to the technical aspect in clicking the photography?
Technical importance is that your exposure and things should be proper to communicate, strongly through black and white or color the way you want to do it, which has become even more easy with digital technology. So that's not a big issue today.
Do you prefer using the digital stuff?
Sorry?
Do you prefer using digital? What do you feel about that
digital is something very precious to me, because this technology gives you the freedom and strength to do anything at any given time. Even in the middle of the night on a road, you can take a picture which will have its atmospheric feeling, which no other film did, and also the freedom and in terms of choosing the speed and ISO and color quality of black and white is amazing. So there is no comparison. That was technology which was slow. This technology is very fast for me, and I feel wonderful about it.
Just one last question, that in some of your photographs you have used another frame. Sometimes it is your own photograph, sometimes it is a rare view where the image is seen. Anything specific about it?
Well, you see, rear view mirror or, frame within frame is something, state of mind also, Sometimes you're sitting here with me and you're thinking of your child, in school or college, and physically you're present here. But mentally you are somewhere else, spiritually you're connected with something else. So it's various complexities coming together in a visual experience. That's what matters. You see, people now, I see many of these exhibitions and photographs by young photographers, they are bland, they are like one-dimensional, and they lack vision, they lack depth. Fast food generation, very quick with it, quick cameras, right away you see the result, so there is nothing else to do, which is very unfortunate, because eventually, how deep have you delved, how deep have you dug, and what have you explored in the process, which is extraordinary or different, which hasn't been seen before. So, endless colorful photographs all over the place, on social media, everywhere. It's not photography for me. It's fun. I mean, anybody has the right to have fun with anything.
Do you think it has reached its climax?
Not at all. Not at all. The climax is a personal thing. People, if they feel saturated, or if they feel that this is enough that they've done, is a point of saturation. The more you learn, the more you experience, you discover, oh my God, there's so much more to see and understand.
From still photography, we shifted to movie photography, and the films introduced, and then again coming back.
No, I didn't shift. Never.
No, I'm saying this technology-wise. Like earlier